before taking IIT as my career and where I actually want to be, I failed in my PCM subject in class 11.
Right. And how was your first job after that? Because I'm sure you started working after graduating from IIT, right?
I could not land up in a job after my IIT. The salary that they were giving me at that point of time, I think that salary can demolish any ego of any person who has passed out from a good reputed institute. They were paying me 250 rupees for one class. I'm a very average kind of student who has just tried and tried, met with lot many of failures than success in life, have never left trying.
Dare to Dream is the theme of our today's episode. In this episode, we have Parul Goyal, who is a marketing manager at Tata Digital. He started off as an engineer, he did some coaching, and then he was interested in finance, and slowly, eventually, he did an MBA and landed a role in marketing. So this story shows his decision-making process of how he managed to navigate through uncertainties in his life, how he selected the right career for him depending on his strengths and interests. And the insights that he shares, I'm sure will benefit a lot of you in your career planning and preparation. Sit with a pen and paper because this episode has value bombs. So let's dive in. So hi Parul, thank you for coming to my place.
Thank you, Sam, for inviting me here.
Awesome.
It's a pleasure to be a part of this.
Lovely. So off camera, we were having this great discussion of how you always nudge yourself out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And probably this is something also you're doing for the first time.
Yeah, this is my first time, and on camera, I'm really very nervous, but I like to push myself out of my comfort zone. This is how you grow actually in life. This is what I've learned over my past experiences.
Right.
And I feel that this is how everyone should try to actually push them out of their comfort zone and
Right.
navigate in that.
Awesome. Speaking of that, how has your story been like?
I come from a very humble background from a small town in Dhanbad, which is in Jharkhand. I did my schooling from Kolkata. And then I completed my BTech from IIT Dhanbad itself. And I pursued my MBA from MBA Gurgaon. And currently I work as a marketing manager in Tata Digital. I do not see the kind of experiences that I had during this entire journey. It is like complete ups and downs. And there has been many heartbreaks. There has been many failures, success stories that is attached to it. I want to bring out those aspects in this interview with you.
So I want to take you back to your IIT days, Parul. So how was that like for you?
Honestly speaking, Saf, I'm a very below average student academically. I do not have very great percentage, which is required in now most of the MBA preliminaries. These are the requirement. So one point that I want to mention that before taking IIT as my career and where I actually want to be, I failed in my PCM subject in class 11. From your thought process, will you connect the dot of a person who is failing in his, I will say, the main three subjects, which is physics, chemistry, maths, in class 11, first semester? Can you think that will he be able to do IIT? In future life also, if you are not able to get success in, let's say, in your first or second attempt, you will be able to, you will give up on your dream. And at that point also. But I did not give up on my dream, and I decided to pursue IIT once more. And fortunately, I got a rank of 3,900, and I took petroleum engineering in ISM Dhanbad based on my rank. Why I took petroleum engineering? Because I was good in physics, I was good in math. So based on my rank and based on the expertise of ISM, petroleum engineering was one of the demanding domain there.
Right. And how was your first job after that? Because I'm sure you started working after graduating from IIT, right?
So I could not land up in a job after my IIT. what people think generally, that if you have cracked IIT, you have got a very good stream at a very good college, then you will land up in a very good job. This is the general expectation at a very good salary also. This was not for me. This was not in my case, I will say, because the stream I chose, which was petroleum engineering, when I started in my first year, so this engineering is related more with the how the crude oil is performing in the market. During my first year, the crude oil was around $100 per barrel. But during my final year of placement, it was around below $30.
Oh man.
And in India also, like ONGC and Reliance, they have their break even at $40. So below $40, they are also not even making profits. So why they will recruit? So during our final year, none of the core petroleum companies came in our campus, and we, as a full batch, were thinking like now where we can apply. So the non-core jobs, the IT jobs, the coaching institutes, these were the areas that many people got into from our batch.
Right.
And it was a special case for our batch because because that situation also got improved. Like from $30, the crude oil again jumped to 50, 60, 70. Currently it is around $70. This is how I can say that life tests you, because you are not prepared for that situation. You have not thought that, okay, this can also happen, because this never happened. And at that point of time, I decided to drop from my college placement. This was the major risk that I've taken in my life, because your family members are waiting that, okay, you will get a job, you will bring the first check, and your life will be like from a flying start. But this was not in my case. The reason why I chose to drop out of placement was because I had a dream that I'll be like first in my petroleum engineering from let's say ONGC or Schlumberger and Shell. These are all MNCs. Suddenly you feel that, okay, this is not what life has decided for you. You now have to settle for a average paying or low paying job in a sector where you have not thought previously. Some people chose that, okay, this is how the life will be, and I will do better later on. I was not prepared that I will be like I'm okay with this. So I decided that, okay, what is the next step? Next step is to think that what I'm best at during that time. So coming from an engineering background, I'm good at maths, I'm good at logical reasoning. So this is how MBA got into my next phase of my life. I took a unconventional route, I will say. I decided to join a startup of my friend, which was a Surat-based textile startup. I worked there for 3 to 4 months, and that startup did not fly. I had to look for another opportunity. So I was thinking that what can I do in this time phase when I'm preparing for CAT? Right. Extra can I do?
So by that time you had already decided that you want to do an MBA after your IIT.
So during my final year of placement only, when I knew that, okay, I'll not be opting for the campus placement in non-core jobs, and the situation is not improving in my sector. So I had thought that MBA will be the next career option. That was there, but you need a very good percentile to land up into top B schools.
Right, and plus you had low academic profile in your school and college, as you mentioned, right?
So so I need a work ex, I need a job, and that is why I pursued that startup in my friend.
Right.
So post my startup, I started investing into stock market.
Okay.
Now this was a very new domain for me. I started reading books about stock market.
Right, because you don't come from a finance background.
Yes, I do not come from finance background. But I had my family members already investing in stock.
Got it.
So there is, so that is where I got some piece of general information that, okay, what is this and that, and how to invest and which shares are good, which shares are bad. So, but that information was very limited.
Right.
I need to go very deep into investing. I started reading books of investing of Ben Graham, Pat Dorsey, and One Upon the Wall Street
Right.
by Peter Lynch. So I started reading books on investing during my free time. I started with Ben Graham, then Pat Dorsey, then Peter Lynch. So these were my go-to books for investing. I started learning the nuances of investing at that point of time. Then I gave my CAT. I got good percentile.
How much did you score?
I scored 99.06.
Nice.
And based on my below average academics, then an interesting thing happened in my family. Like we had a financial breakdown during that time period. My father was working somewhere and he lost his job. And I did not have any job that time. So that was a very testing phase in my career. And that time realized that why did not I took job after my IIT? I think there was some kind of ego inside me that I have graduated from such a big institution. Why I will take an average job? Why I will pursue a career which I have never thought of?
Right.
At that point of time when my family is in need, I had to drop my ego. And I think these learnings are very important for any people. You should not hold on to your ego. I had done a very good preparation for CAT. I felt that I can teach students quant and LRDI based on my knowledge of the subject. And I started applying. So I was staying in Dhanbad only that time. Fortunately, I landed up in one of the coaching institute where they allowed me to teach quant and LRDI. Initially, they asked me to teach only quant.
Right.
The salary that they were giving me at that point of time, I think that salary can demolish any ego of any person who has passed out from a good reputed institute. They were paying me 250 rupees for one class. And the maximum based on that amount of money I could make in a month was 10,000. It was actually my first job, I say, because because at that point of time I got my first salary. And I could not express the sense of bliss that I felt when I handed my first salary in the hands of my mother. Because at that point of time, I felt that I have achieved something because I could help them.
Right.
I could see a sense of relaxation in the eyes of my father. I started with 10,000 a month. Students actually liked my classes. The teachers also gave a very good feedback, and they increased my salary to 20,000, then next month to 30,000. I also started giving them LRDI classes. So when I was leaving the institute, it was 45,000 per month.
That's amazing. Wish I had the salary increment to invite.
But it also helped me improve my communication.
Absolutely.
It also helped me to see what is the reality of how the students are preparing actually. Because I will want to emphasize one very important point, that people think that if I'm not good at communication skills,
Right.
if I'm not good at mathematics, if I'm not good at, I will say, logical reasoning, then I will not be able to crack CAT. It's okay, you're not good at this point of time, but it doesn't mean that you cannot improvise yourself. You cannot improve yourself.
I'm sure you were limited in your pursuit of top B schools and MBA colleges.
So I got only 4 calls. Like one was XLRI. It was based on ZAT,
Right.
but this was one of the top calls that I really got.
Right.
And then from CAT, I received calls from MDI, New IIMs, and IIM Shillong.
Right. And if I had to ask you, and if let's just say somebody watching this video who's an engineer who had a similar story as you, who want to apply to top B schools, what all B schools he can realistically aim for?
It depends. It depends upon obviously their previous academic score, majorly class 10 and 12. And if they have scored a very good percent over there, they can aim for all top IME, BC, LK. We call it Blackie thing. And these colleges are open for you.
And if they have scored not very well in 10th and 12th, what they should do? Should they like give up on their MBA dream that they can't get into a good B school, or how should they go?
Never give up on their dream, because there are some B schools also who has some liberal criteria based on your academic scores. First of all, the example is MBA, then XLRI also, because new AMS also, I think you can, if you get a very good percentile in CAT, you will be able to pass through that also. And other colleges also like IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, which also give MBA courses, and they are also in top 15 B schools.
Right, yeah. Right.
So these are the colleges you can go for.
And right after you finished MDI, you finished your MBA, you have done your engineering, you did some, you wanted to get into finance, right? And for that, you also studied stock market a little bit so that you can add that flavor in your profile and, deepen your understanding in that. So after MBI, what were some of the opportunities that opened for you?
In MBI, there is a student interest group called Unnati, which was a group that was researching into stock markets. That was a very, I will say, reputed group in MDI. I will say the most reputed group, because the entry process is very difficult over there. You have to be very good at finance. You have to have some knowledge on stock market. You have to be very hardworking, I will say. There used to be like three hours of interviews before getting the final selection. It was very difficult, and to get into Unnati. I had that because of my initial interest into the stock market, and I have also done some bit of research and read some good books of investing. It helped me to get into Unnati.
Right.
And this was the turning point of my life. What I did in my second year was I shifted my domain from finance to marketing.
In your second year? In my second year. So you wanted to get into finance, but in your second year, you shifted your interest from finance to marketing.
Yeah.
How did this happen?
So it is a very interesting story, because I got my summer internship in a purely finance role. It was a project finance role. And when I actually did my internship, I realized that this is not I actually wanted to do in my career.
Oh.
And maybe I can do it for 2, 3 or 4 years. But later on, I would not want to pursue this. So that realization came in my internship. And based on that realization, I started opting for subjects which are different from finance domain. Since I understood the importance of a teacher based on my experience in the CAT coaching.
Yes, you were mentoring to your students.
So I understood that subjects or domain is not that important, but the teacher who is delivering that subject to you is more important, and more it will help in your career. Because you will get to understand different perspective, and the perspective from a very sound teacher. So from that perspective, I started opting for strategy subjects. I started opting for marketing subjects, and also from operations and other fields. So I basically shortlisted the teachers from whom I want to take course.
Very interesting.
In second year. And that helped me in choosing marketing as a minor domain.
Right.
So we had a major and minor options. Major was already finance, because I took a lot of subjects in my first year.
Correct.
Based on my interest and based on the teacher. I guess everyone knows that MBA is famous for marketing. It is famous for marketing because of its teachers, because of the exposure that it gives in marketing. So I shifted my interest into marketing and opted for some good marketing courses, which actually build a minor domain for me.
Right. So from engineering to CAD mentoring to having interest in finance, now having interest in marketing.
I've tried
Everything, yeah. Before narrowing it down to one.
Yeah.
So after this, what kind of a role that you were looking at after MBA, and what were some of the opportunities that landed your way, and how you eventually started working where you're working right now?
So, though I took marketing as a career, during my placement times, I found that the recruiters were looking for such students who who has done major in marketing and also who has done some more work in marketing field in their previous work experience.
Got it.
So my profile did not fit in marketing domain.
Right.
But I know, so you should know that what you're not interested in rather than what you're actually interested in.
Right.
So I know that I did not want to do finance. My career is not suitable for an entry job in marketing from the college.
Right.
Based on whatever opportunity that I was getting in my placement time, I got into product role.
Product role.
Yeah.
Okay.
Product role in IDFC First Bank.
Got it.
So it was a mixture of finance and marketing actually.
Very interesting.
Because IDFC First Bank is from finance sector, and the product role that they were giving comes in some area of marketing.
Got it.
So this is how I landed up into this job in IDFC First as product manager.
Product manager. Perfect. And after that, how did you slowly decide to get into marketing full time?
Yeah. When I got into IDFC First Bank as a product manager, I started doing the campaign management role. So campaign management is typically what marketer do in digital marketing setup.
Got it.
There are many other kind of activities also, but I think if you want to enter into digital marketing, campaign management is one of a very important area where we should actually look at. So in IDFC First Bank, I got this opportunity to do campaign management role for personal needs, and from there I started developing interest in marketing actually, because what in India I have learned the theoretical aspect of marketing, but the practical aspect is completely different.
What does a marketing manager do at Tata Digital? Run me through your day-to-day activities, like your day in the life kind of answer.
So there are different things that you can do as a marketing manager. So digital marketing as a space is a very vast space. Like if I will try to make sense out of digital marketing, like whatever communication that you receive from, let's say, Tata New or any e-commerce company, you will, let's say, get a communication in your email or in your SMS or in your WhatsApp, navigating through your Facebook or Instagram or Google. Also, you are getting some kind of marketing communication from each of the brands which are in this space. So from the marketing angle or digital marketing angle, this is where you actually come into the picture. Like you as a, let's say, you can be a campaign manager, you can be a channel manager. When I say channel manager, either you are handling email as a channel, or
Got it.
you are handling SMS or WhatsApp, or let's say push notifications,
Individual distributions.
Yeah. So these are the different channels that you can manage in the marketing domain. Also, I will say you can also create the copies, which is a different aspect of marketing. Like it comes under the creative team. So there will be a creative team. There will be a CRM team, which is looking into all these channels. There will be an acquisition team, like who is responsible for Facebook or Google campaigns that you are experiencing day on day. There can be, I will say, social media marketing team, and also there can be a brand team completely in itself. There can be same event management team.
Right.
So these are the different aspect of marketing where you can actually try to navigate your career in, and based on your interest and based on your whatever actually suits you, you can means like join or you can pursue in that. I will say.
Can you tell me how much can somebody after MBA expect to make in marketing field? And for you, how much was the jump between your pre-MBA and post-MBA salary?
So honestly, it depends upon the tier of college that you are in, and whatever B school average industry standard is. This is what you can expect when you start your career as a marketing manager.
What is the average range?
So like if you pursue your MBA from, let's say, top 10 B schools, you can expect to start your career above 15 lakh or so. So this will be the same for the marketing role also. And then how you perform in your career and how you choose your options will actually determine what salary that you are getting currently.
Parul, your journey is very interesting, and it clearly shows your decision-making process of how you chose to navigate through all your uncertainties that you faced in your life. So for somebody who's uncertain about your career, what would your advice be to them?
Keep taking risks in life. Don't shy away from difficult opportunities.
What is a calculated risk to you?
A calculated risk will be to see, first of all, determine that if that risk does not actually fructify for you, what is the bad possible outcome that can happen. So if you are able to sustain that piece of outcome in your life, that okay, if this happens also I'm okay, then I think you should go forward with that risk. I think that people now limit themselves by not grabbing a smaller opportunity also, because they think that this is not worthy enough for me. But I feel that if people sometimes believe in themselves, have higher self-motivation, and take more risk, calculated risk in life, I feel that they'll be able to do good in their career.
Awesome. I believe every opportunity is an equal opportunity if you give your 100% to it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with this point. And in my life, I have seen that no opportunity is smaller than is small or big. It is like how you take it.
Right.
And even if you should have that motivation to convert a small opportunity into a big one.
That's a great takeaway, Parul, and thank you for doing this with us. I'm sure this opportunity also helps you somewhere later in life. You'll be much more public about your views, because I got to know that you have a lot to share, and there are people listening to this. So the more you do it, the better it is for everybody and for you, because you also like to do things which are uncomfortable.
Definitely. Thank you for inviting me. To all the viewers of this channel, just one message from me, that always dare to dream. You should not shy away from your dream. Just go and grab it. I was not so much academically gifted, or I will say a genius or something like that. I'm a very average kind of student who has just tried and tried, met with lot many of failures than success in life, but have never left trying. Just don't let your failure define you. Let the small pieces of success define you as a person.
That is the key takeaway of this episode. Thank you for doing this, Parul. Guys, if you liked today's episode, please do let us know in the comment below. Comment down your favorite part, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to Parul. We will be linking his LinkedIn handle down in the description. Also, do let us know which other guest you would like us to feature next. Meanwhile, this is Saif from Team Inside IIM signing off.